Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys in World War I? For whatever reason, we as humans really like to put people in a good guy or a bad guy category. However, the world is rarely black and white, but instead gray. It all comes down to the internet's least favorite word, nuance. And that is the case with World War I. The blue was the Entente powers, and the orange was the Central powers. Traditionally, here in the West, we consider the Germans to be the bad guys. The Central powers are the bad guys. Now, there's a lot of different reasons for that. One, they were the enemy. Two, they were the ones who invaded another country, which normally means they're the bad guy. Just like right now, the Russians would be considered the bad guy in the Russo-Ukraine war. And overall, I would say World War I was not an easy black and white war. There wasn't directly good guys and bad guys, whereas in World War II, it was a lot more obvious. However, I would still say the Central powers were in fact the bad guys because of many of the things that the Turks were doing to the Armenians as well as a lot of other groups, as well as the fact that the Germans and the Austro-Hungarians invaded other neutral countries, thus starting the war. Because normally the guy who starts the war gets to be considered the bad guy. However, the thing is, with every war, essentially, it isn't who's good guys and who's the bad guys. It's normally a variation of there's some good and there's some bad. And a lot of people just never really get out of this grade school level of thinking where they never really access that critical thinking portion of their brain showing what is in fact the good guy and who is the bad guy and what is the mixture of each. Is there even a good guy? Is there even a bad guy? And who could be considered more of one than the other?